And
What? Max.
yeah. Today I want to talk about FOMO. I want to talk about how you can control your FOMO today. So everyone, we are going to start our mini daily voice lesson today on how to control your FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. I know a lot of you guys have that. So tune in here right now. I'm gonna make sure that you guys are all in as much as you can, and then we'll talk about this, because this is a lot of the most common rookie mistakes. A lot of new beginners like to chase, and when you chase, you die, basically, in the market. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lower the scanner volume so that everyone really tunes in. Make sure you get your pen and pencils out if you guys are more of the guys that write things down. I want you guys to write some notes down here, because I do believe that you guys are going to be learning as best you can, or you can type as well. All right, so first things first. You guys know Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett once said that it's not greed that drives the world. Do you know what the reason the world gets driven by? It's envy, he says. So it's not greed that drives the world, but envy. I love that quote that Warren Buffett said. So when you hear how everyone is making money, right, in, let's say, Bitcoin back in the days, or blockchain stocks, or whatever now, COVID-19 vaccine stocks, your envy increases. And with that, your fear of missing out increases as well. So suddenly, you're now chasing wild stocks and throwing money around. FOMO, fear of missing out, is one of the most destructive things an investor or trader can do to themselves, okay? So, here's a quote by Jim Rogers. Jim Rogers once said, "I just wait until there is money lying in the corner, and all I have to do is go over there and pick it up. I do nothing in the meantime." So, I'm sure you guys read a lot of books too. I've read a lot of books on trading and investing. There's no shortage of famous sayings, but the above, just now I just talked about the quote that I just said. It really resonates with me. I'm sure resonates with you, hopefully, because patience has been the hardest thing for me to learn, right? In the beginning of trading, everybody wants to make money, right? Everybody wants to chase after something, so that patience is going to be lacking, right? Because you're still a rookie, you don't have the patience. So the patience, it will be the hardest thing. At least it was the hardest thing for me to learn. So if I would have taken this quote to heart and really incorporated it into my trading psych, I would have probably saved myself hundreds of thousands of dollars, and more importantly, a ton of time. Okay. Now, early on night extreme lack of patience, that leads to what? Can you take a guess? If you don't have patience, what does that lead to, guys? We talked about this yesterday. It's called over trading, right? So early on my extreme lack of patience, that led to over trading, and this was always my greatest vice, okay? And I take marginal setups to make sure I didn't miss a breakout or a trend. And I felt like for some reason I had to catch every move in the market, and I'm sure a lot of you rookies feel like that in the beginning. Okay, and that's why I can relate with you guys, because I've been through it all. Okay, and I have a solution for it, and that's why I'm telling you guys this. If I miss anything in my earlier experience, I would become extremely frustrated. Okay, and I just couldn't miss a move. No way, right? Talk about FOMO, fear of missing out. I had FOMO before it was even coined. Does that make sense? So let's go back to that quote, right? What does it really mean, right? The quote, I just wait until there's money lying in the corner, and all I have to do is go over there and pick it up. I do nothing in the meantime. Okay, that quote will have a different meaning depending upon your trading time frame, right? But for you, you could be a swing trader, you could be a day trader, okay? Either way, it means, number one, you need to have patience. It means that you need to wait and do very little to nothing until the very best possible opportunities present themselves, okay? So that means you don't have to trade every single day. You don't have to trade every single week. You don't have to trade every single month. It doesn't matter. The good thing about not trading is that you're not exposed to any risk. You won't lose any money, okay? There will always be another opportunity right around the corner. What were the top best play today? What was the one stock, if you could go back in time knowing what you've seen, what's one stock that you would have gotten in on? What was that big one opportunity? Dean's just said XRF, read my mind. XRF. Or maybe some of you guys might say, I would probably take an IZEA, whatever it is. Not the one that we took on the 80 cents, obviously, just now. Obviously, still holding at 67 cents. Right now, we're at the 11 to 11.40. Hopefully, that area still holds. And then around the last 20 minutes, it does pop on up. But back to our lesson here. The good thing about not trading is that you're not exposed to any risk. It means you won't lose any money, and there will always be another opportunity around the corner. Okay, so have some patience. You're not gonna miss the biggest move of the century or whatever. All right, there's always gonna be hot moves every single day. All you gotta do is be patient, look out for what to look for, and then you just execute. Now, second thing of that quote, it could mean that some of the best opportunities present themselves at market extremes. Okay, so that means that when everyone is like running for the exit, or when you're getting trading tips from like your Uber driver or your dentist, right? A bottom or top is probably very near, right? So what that means is, don't just blindly follow somebody. Some of the best opportunities though do present themselves at market extremes. Also remember that opportunities take time to develop. Okay, so don't force a trade. A lot of you guys like to just force it. Man, I gotta make my $250 a day. I'm only up $160. Dang it, I gotta make another $60. Mr. I, where's the next alert? Where's the next alert? Hello? Guys, you can't do that. You can't force a trade. You can't force me to have an alert. Okay? You have to be patient. You need to let opportunities set up. Let Mr. I analyze the market. Let yourself do your due diligence, analyze the market as well. Watch for this A+ setups. Don't force a trade by pretending to see something that isn't there. Some of you guys are like, oh, but it's there. It's not there. And you keep trying to buy it, and you buy it again, and you keep going on a losing streak. Don't do that. Wait until all of your indicators line up, and the risk reward versus reward is at least, like 2-to-1, right? Even better, 3-to-1. Okay? Markets can surprise you by going much higher or lower than most people think. Let me tell you that. Do you guys understand that? Markets can surprise you by going much higher or lower than most people think. Wait until the dust settles. And stop worrying about, man, I got to catch every single thing out there. Stop worrying about trying to catch the first 10 to 15% of a move. You want to focus, guys, on capturing the meat of the trend. Meat of the trend. What was the meat of the trend today on XRF? Take a look. XRF, meat of the trend today, baby. Oh my goodness, yes. Look at this. Look at it all. We've had overall 2 great big meat of the trend. If you draw starting from the very bottom to the next bottom here at the $2, starting from $1, literally doubled. Right? Literally doubled. 2 to what? Literally doubled to 3. Another dollar move. 1 to $2, $2 to $3. If you got even a dollar move, that's the meat of the move. By riding this trend line. Boom. You look to make another ride. Boom. Right? So, markets can surprise you by going much higher or lower than most people think. Focus on capturing the meat of the move. Okay? Now, when you guys are searching for that next big move or that great opportunity, obviously it's very fun and can be very exciting, also profitable. But from my experience, avoiding a string of bad losses from overtrading or chasing a hot trend is just as important. I hope you guys can agree with me on that. Okay? Right now, what are we seeing large gains in? Right now, we're seeing large gains in a lot of these COVID-19, coronavirus, these vaccines, these biopharmaceutical, these kinds of therapeutic kind of companies, right? Right? We've been seeing, because why? The world knows about the coronavirus. Everyone is staying home. Some of you maybe are new here due to the coronavirus. Like, well, I got nothing else better to do. I got to look to make money. So I'm gonna go join Dave's team and see if I can pick up some knowledge here and see if I can make some money in the market, right? That's why you guys are here. So right now we're seeing large gains in these companies that are releasing these press releases for the past, ever since the COVID-19 started. I even gave you guys heads up, guys. This whole coronavirus is going to be a new next wave. We're going to be looking for these press releases with this COVID-19 stuff. And guess who was correct? I was. And all these stocks, every time with this COVID-19, is just getting the attention. The buyers come in, and the stock literally rips on up. Why are we seeing a lot more breakouts too? More than these dip areas? Because we got a lot of fresh new rookies. A lot of what we call, what's that word I said yesterday? Desperate, right? A lot of desperate folks out here coming into the market because they need to make money. They got to pay the bills. They got to do something to keep their family afloat. So that is going to cause FOMO, which causes the stock to run up even faster. But are we going to be catching on the FOMO side? Yes or no? No, we're going to get in before they start chasing, right? We're going to get in, let them chase, let the FOMO happen, the smart cookies, we're getting baked in the oven nice and fresh, and we're out. And then they are still in, and they're going to get toasted, right? They're going to come out all burnt. Burnt cookies. Anyone like burnt cookies here? Yes or no? It's nasty. No one eats burnt cookies unless you're some weirdo that decided to, try it out and you just decide to really love it. But, you can get cancer like that, eating burnt stuff, all right? Don't do that. All right, anyways. So, that's what I'm talking about. Searching for the next big move or that great opportunity is fun. But I think, we need to pay attention to the current market situation, right? Like, if we go back to when the cryptocurrencies started booming, we looked into cryptocurrency stocks, and those were the main big money. When the cannabis started taking on off, right? The whole cannabis was huge, wasn't it? Like, the whole CBD crap and everything else was all hyped up, and now do you hear a lot of CBD crap? No, not really. It just died off. There's a trend every, I don't know. They say it's every 5 years. In the stock market, with what we're seeing, it's less than that, right? We're seeing trends every few months. Something happens in the world. Some sort of news happens, right? Next thing you know, it's going to be some technology, robots or something, and now we're going to be seeing these tech companies, making runs. Next thing you know, it's going to be the VR, the virtual reality stuff, maybe the next thing I'm thinking. Who knows? Maybe the Bitcoin thing is going to take off again. The cryptocurrency is going to be our next focus. COVID-19 is going to be done, so that's going to be no more focus. Another new disease comes in the next year or two, and that's going to be the focus again, right? So everything changes from time to time. So if you participated in these trends, that's great, but I want to make sure at the bottom of it, don't forget that we are no longer in the few first innings of this ball game. Okay, we're no longer in the first few, like a week or two or that hot trend moment. We've kind of been in this COVID-19 thing for a bit now. Don't you agree? Some of you guys might agree saying, oh, well, Mr. Ido, we're probably going to see another next wave of COVID-19, so we'll see. Yeah, and that could be right. But the truth is, whenever the COVID-19 started, maybe I think it was like 2 months ago, right? We're already into 2 months. So we just have to realize that we're not in the first few innings of this ball game anymore. Okay, so bull markets can make people feel a lot smarter than they actually are. Does that make sense? Do you guys see what I'm trying to get at? As the amount of participants increase and the headlines take over, it seems like everyone is making easy money. Okay, and at some point in the near future, greed will take over, okay, and it's going to cloud your good judgments. So I need everyone to listen to me right now. I need everyone to keep in mind as whatever happens in the market, okay, as whatever at some near future, you will not let greed take you over and cloud your good judgment, okay? Right now we're seeing a lot of hype. We're seeing a lot of good volume. That's great. We take good advantage of it. But don't forget at the end of the day what's going on, right? It's only a matter of time before most of that easy money, if you guys don't focus, if you guys don't stay laser focused every single day, that money will be given back to the market. And I don't want you guys to go through that. And that is why you need to control your inner FOMO, okay? And that is why I'm giving you guys this lesson, because at any time, things can change the market, and I want you guys to just think that, not every day are we going to be seeing COVID-19 flying left and right, guys. The thing is that eventually that COVID-19 is going to be gone. We're going to have another new trendsetter. Does that make sense? So adapt to the market conditions. Always be humble. Do not let your ego blow off the roof. Some of you guys are like, man, this thing is so easy. Man, all I need to do is just follow Mr. I, and geez, I'll be a millionaire in 2 years. Guys, let's be realistic. You can still be a millionaire, but at the end of the day, listen to what I'm saying. Okay, listen to that. You know what? This isn't always going to be easy money. You're going to have to do continuation research. You have to stay focused every single day. Don't let your ego blow off the roof. Stay humble. Keep learning. You're a student of the market every single day till the deathbed comes. All right? So hopefully you guys were able to understand how to kind of control your inner FOMO. A little bit of understanding that you need a little patience, you need a little bit of that setback, you need a little bit of that patience that let the opportunities develop. Okay, some of the opportunities will present themselves sometimes the best at market extremes. Markets will surprise you by going much higher or lower than most people think. So keep all of those in mind. And I want to make sure that you guys are having good discipline and make sure that you're not going to make any bad decisions where you're just going to be on hopium or on full greed. All right. Other than that, let's see what